I think that was great for Jaren. I think this whole game was great for Jaren because, you know, he's a true freshman. Coming in as a true freshman, playing straight out of high school is pretty difficult. And I think this was great for him because, you know, he got to learn, he got to play and see the real tempo of the game. And, you know, he got to, you know, make that great play, which is awesome for him. I was really hyped for him. And I think it's, you know, he's just going to keep getting better and better.
Talk about your sack, your big play.
I mean, it's crazy. I tried to get the ball out, but I couldn't. But I mean, it was a great feeling. It was cool to, you know, shut their crowd up because their crowd was actually like really loud, like almost hurting my ears. So, and I'm not really used to that coming from Hawaii. You know, we were playing in front of like 9,000 people. So I don't know how many did they have here today?
87.
Yeah. So that's a big difference. But it was a great feeling. I mean, finally got my first one. I'm trying to get like Reggie Grimes. Dude over there got four set. He 4 for 4. Wendy's. Yeah, I mean, I think us as a whole room, I think we're doing a great job getting sacks. So we had 4 sacks today, I think, and like 9 TFLs. Yeah. So I think we're doing a great job, you know, because that's how our defense is. It's for us to make plays. That's how we're supposed to. If we operate how we're supposed to operate, then we're gonna make plays. I'm just glad we're executing and everybody's getting, you know, sacks. Ethan got his sack today too, I'm pretty sure, right? Oh yeah, it almost didn't count, but it counted. So I'm happy for everybody, and I'm happy I got a sack too. But it's not about me at the end of the day.
What are those conversations like on the sideline after the first drive and kind of getting those adjustments put in?
So Coach Venables is always talking about this whole week that, you know, we're coming in. We're obviously the plan is to win, but you know, he's always talking about it's going to be a fight, and the hunt should be better than the victory. And so, you know, we're expecting it to be a tough fight. So when that happened, you know, Coach Venables like to say, good, they scored on us, good. First drive of the game, they scored on us, good. And then, you know, it's how you respond. And I think we came out and responded the right way. I mean, after that first drive was 70 yards, I'm pretty sure. And then after that, they only got 70 yards in the rest of the first half. So I think we did a great job responding as a whole defense and, you know, fixing our errors when they did tackle overs and all that stuff. I think we did a great job overall.
Has it been tough to figure out your role through the first few games?
No, I think in spring, that's when I really had to learn how to my role, and I try to establish my role as an older player. Obviously, I'm the oldest one in the room, which is crazy to me, and because I'm used to being the youngest. I feel like I've said it before, but I'm used to being the youngest in the room. So being the oldest now is very strange. And so somehow I'm very good at learning the plays. So, you know, Coach Venables' defense is, that dude, he got a lot going on in his head. So, you know, learning the plays in the spring was definitely a big thing that I wanted to do and establish myself as, you know, someone that's trustworthy in the DN's room and, you know, have the guys that can trust me. And I think I did a great job with that. I feel like, you know, a lot of the guys can come to me if they have any problems with any of the plays or anything, or you know, we'll study sometimes. We'll do like FaceTimes or, you know, send clips to each other and talk about plays because, you know, every week, you know, Coach says we strip it down to the studs and we start over and game plan for everybody else. So, you know, I think I did a good job at establishing my role and, you know, being an older guy that the younger guys can look up to and help them become better. We got some great guys in our room, some great guys.
It looked like you guys blitzed more today than you had in the first 2 weeks. Did that do anything to kind of help settle you guys down and get going? You haven't really kicked out the third drive, I think.
We definitely did blitz a lot today. But I think that, I mean, I guess you could say that, but I mean, it was just really more for the game plan. You know, Nebraska's known for being hard-nosed running football team, and, you know, obviously how we came out, you know, we came out in the 3-down front, and people think that when a 3-down front, you know, it's easier to run against, but obviously that was not the case where the blitzes come in. So I think that played a big part in us stopping the run today and making them pass the ball.
What was it like watching Jaren kind of seize that moment?
It's good to see my boy Canix, that's what we call him, Canix, out there in Kansas, making plays. I'm happy for him. I mean, like, it's crazy because, like, when I got here, I stayed in Heading Center with all the younger guys. And I was 21 when I first got here, and like everybody else like 17, 18. So I'm over there talking to them like regular conversations. They're like, yeah, I'm 17 or I'm 18. I'm like, dang, bro, like you guys are And he's got a bright future ahead of him, as well as a lot of our other freshmen like Mason Thomas. He's got a bright future ahead of him. I tell you, Oklahoma. I tell you, Coach Venables is establishing that dominant defense here again. So I'm excited to watch. I mean, I always say I wish I could watch in the stands. I always say I'm jealous. I wish I could watch in the stands, but that day will come later on. But I just gotta. I'm happy for Jerry. I'm very happy for him.
Have you guys?
You talk about being one of the older guys here.
Yeah.
Does the Oklahoma-Nebraska rivalry, now that you're an older guy, does it really set in now that you've been here? And, this Oklahoma team played very, very well. Unlike a lot of teams in the past, even the good ones with Barry Switzer and Bob Stoops and those guys, this team played very well here. Right now, what does that really mean? And do you think as you get older, it will mean a lot more?
I think it's all to Coach Venables and his staff. He brought a great staff with him over here to Oklahoma, and we have some really great coaches and great mentors and people that are analysts that we can look up to, and they can give us, game, and they talk to us every day. And Soul Mission, we have a bunch of older players like Curtis Lofton played in this defense, and I mean we have those guys on the sideline talking to us, and it's funny because I was over there asking CeeLo, I was like, what's up? What's the pass rush move of the day? What should I try? And he was saying he liked the rush I did on the sack I got, but. I think it's just really this staff that Coach Venables brought in, and we got some really great coaches like Coach Chavis, the best coach I've ever had. Coach Bates, him and Coach Chavis have this synergy that they feed off of, Ebony and Ivory, the song. I don't know if y'all know about that. I'm an old soul, but they have this great synergy, and they bring the D-line together, and they make us it just elevates everybody else, the energy they bring. And then we got Coach Roof. He's a OG. He's a great coach. He knows what he's talking about. He's been in the business for a long time, and it's great to have him as our DC, and Coach Venables once again, and all the coaches that we have. It's just crazy. I wish I could play for all of our coaches. I always think about all of our coaches, even on offense. I wish I could play for all those coaches because they're great coaches. We have a great staff.